What's up, guys? All right, I think we got him. Give him a second to get him in here. HMP. Thank
What's
you,
up, man?
brother. Pogo, what's up? What's up, brother? Are you on your cell phone tonight? What are you
Yeah,
on?
I am. I'm on cell phone. It took me a minute because before I could let me go through Instagram, but now I got to go through Google, I guess. But
Yeah, I'm struggling with internet issues tonight myself. We'll figure it out, man. We'll get her
you're all right.
working out. Hey, good, John. At least you didn't get a 10-minute ad.
No cow, right?
Let me get in.
That's how it
A few
usually goes,
comments.
though,
Keys, what's up?
on YouTube anymore.
How you been, bro?
Pretty good, just
We'll give her a few. Let the chat
hustling and
catch up. Let
grinding on it.
people get in. Guys, we're coming in clear. So I'm on data tonight, so I don't know how it's going to come through. American, what's up? Solo, HMP, Keys. Son of a gun, I'm going to buff in and out. If I get kicked out, bro, just stick in there and I'll be right back in, man.
Oh, you're all
All
right.
right.
Yeah. Oh, hell,
So
yeah, I
you
got.
into the new place now, you said?
Yeah, I am. I am finally. Thank gosh, it's nice here. Finally,
Heck yeah.
they remodeled it before I got
That's
here
great.
too, so I was like, all right, that's fine with me. I ended up getting this hatchling rack too for an early birthday present. I bought it for myself from the guy down the street.
Heck
I
yeah.
ended up actually getting a house close to the guy who breeds snakes in town. So it works out pretty nice because I get my rats from him anyways. So
Yeah.
I ended
We
up
go play
finding out
around
that
so I can find that
I ended
spot.
up finding out I had three females and that's why they weren't breeding yet. I was like, they should have done bred already because they're all big, you know what I mean? Like, so I ended up going and getting a male from him and taking one of the females back.
All right, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry, guys.
You all
I got to
right?
find that sweet spot. Y'all should be used to TNT doing this by now. Where the hell? Be careful out there, Bo. Get yourself back healthy, man. Let's see. Looks like I got him froze up too. Let me drop him out. Put him on
Sorry if you hear
solo.
my
Take him
rats
back.
in the background. They're going nuts on their food.
Ah, man, that's just part of the game, man. We'll be fighting this all night. Can everybody hear me, guys? You know what? We might even go up here with and try this out tonight. How's that working? So I can bump this baby to the sky. Is that better up there, guys? Man, I can't find a spot.
Can you hear me?
Usually I got my feet. Yeah, you're coming in and out. It's on my end, bro. Your end's fine.
Oh, oh, all right. I was just making sure. Yeah, I'll show you that female. Well, the male, he's getting pretty big, honestly.
That's good, man.
Yeah, he just
Snakes,
shed.
everything doing good, man?
Yeah, all of them are doing really awesome, honestly. He just shed out not too long ago, a couple days ago. He's getting honestly thick.
No.
Well, wherever this shot
Mr.
is, you
J,
know what I
how
mean?
you doing?
He's getting thick, ain't he? He's at like 500 something grams now. He eats every single time.
Oh, is that little dude?
Yeah, he's outgrowing
How's
her
little?
now, man. For real, he's bigger than her.
I
There you
got
go,
20
bud.
up there. Keeps dropping me out.
Yeah, he's actually bigger than her now.
Is he really?
Yeah,
She was
he,
smashing. She's still smashing good.
yeah, she's smashed. Both of them smashed. They haven't missed a meal yet since I got them off you.
Good man. I'm gonna
Yeah, she
have
just,
to. We gonna stay here and roughneck it through here tonight, but we gonna definitely get you back on, man, because I'm not liking how this is
yeah,
going tonight.
yeah. This is her. She's a little bit. She's getting ready to probably go into a shed too since he just shed out, but she's getting thick too.
Let me try to get you on solo. That way, when you show some snakes off.
Yeah, that's that female het hypo. She's got a big old thick tail on her already. She's probably about 500 grams now too, honestly, after that last meal I gave her.
Yeah.
But I bet probably within the next year he'll probably be breeding ready. I bet, you know what I mean, for being a male. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably look for something to pair to him in the future because that's gonna open up a tub down below for a larger female. You know, when I move him up,
Exactly.
because this hatchling rack takes the 23 quart tubs also, so I'm moving them up to that
Mm-hmm.
size. And they got the water
Nice.
dishes in it, so I don't have to do as much work either about water changes and all that. You know, it's easier. I'm thinking about changing these 70 tubs to the ones with the cup holders too, because it just, you know what I mean, it makes the upkeep a lot simpler. Oh yeah, I better get the big one out too, man. He probably wants some attention.
Hell
He's
yeah.
always wanting out.
Key, brother, you don't let them. Hey, man, let them clown you all you want. You just tell them. Don't worry about it, bro. They don't like your internet. Let them pay for it. I got McDonald's Wi-Fi, so they can't hate too bad.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who says that.
Benji, brother, what's up, man? Nah, honestly, dude, like I got the highest and the best internet I can get in my area, and it's
Yeah,
straight trash.
yeah, that's how it is here too. It just must be the internet companies that we got. All we got is like Extreme and Windstream, and both of them kind of suck. So you don't get a really good option.
Yeah, I know what you mean. All I got right here is Frontier. That's the only option. Like, I mean, I might probably get one of them Skynets or whatever, what I mean, up in the
Yeah,
satellite deal. I'll get you back
yeah.
on solo now, bro. I just seen that you was, what I mean,
No, you're
my
all right. I was
phone.
just talking still, getting
You're
Draco out
good.
for a little bit.
So how's everyone doing tonight, guys? Sorry about the internet, It's only a matter, it's only a matter of time before Sleepy starts clowning on me. He'll be picking on my Wi-Fi, and it's cool. I was just showing off snakes.
Yeah, exactly. Doing what I do best, really.
I'll tell you what, man. I remember when you first got that little champagne pastel, man.
Yeah, this is him right
When you hit
there.
me up with it. Yeah, he's looking good, man. I love
Yeah,
that headstand for him.
yeah. I can't wait to pair this snake up with something, honestly, to see what comes out. You know, I bet he'll make some
Mm-hmm.
good-looking babies.
That champagne gene's very powerful.
Yeah,
It's a pattern washer.
I already told myself whatever I get the first time, I'm probably gonna at least keep something out of it. So for myself, you know, just to say, hey, I did that. You know.
Yeah. It- See, that's right. See, he already knows. He ain't got to tell me. I already know this. My Wi-Fi's the doo-doo. You know what I mean? I accept it.
stealing it from the neighbors.
So you plan on putting him to that lemon blast?
Yeah, I want to whenever she's ready, but if she ain't ready here soon, I'm probably gonna look into investing into something else also for him, you know?
Mm,
Maybe on like I really want to do that hypo project first because I know he's gonna be ready, and if I get a female, that'll that'll fill up my 70 slot that I got down here because I'm moving the other hypo up to the 23 quart bin, so I'll have a spot for one more
yeah.
snake, an adult anyway. So I'm wanting to get an adult female. It'll probably be the hypo I'm wanting to say just because I know he's going to be ready. And if I get an adult female, why wouldn't I? You know what I mean? So,
Dude, I'd be halfway in there if I even had Wi-Fi tonight. He said not smoke weed.
yeah, I was honestly thinking,
Yeah, okay, that's just
about
kind of
getting something with like orange drink.
nice.
Oh,
I like
something with
my
orange.
OD stuff.
Yeah, but like I was saying, like with the champagne, I guess it like brings out the pattern in them. You know, the champagne pastels. I guess it will bring the spots under the back again. So it looked pretty cool in the video I was looking at and watching. So I was like, man, that might be a good idea. It keeps the colors, but
Say that again, brother.
like the OD brings like the patterning back, like the leopard pattern. You know what I mean? That's on some of the champagnes, like the blotches.
Yeah.
Well, it brings that back, I guess, through like the washing out of the champagne. You know, usually it
If you're
washes
trying to
out
bring
everything.
pattern back into champagne, you need to put inchy to it.
Inchy.
Yeah. That's my wife's favorite gene, is champagne. Really digs. That's the only reason, honestly, I mess with the champagne gene is
Yeah,
because that's my wife's gene. That's her project. And dude, I'm telling you, wait, wait another season or two, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
yeah.
She's got some stuff back.
I know. That's why I'm really just waiting for you guys to get some cooler stuff so I could buy some snakes from you guys again. Honestly.
Right there.
Yeah, that's what I've been waiting for you guys to get some crazy stuff in so I could buy it. Honestly. I know you guys
I'm
already
working
got
on it,
good
man.
stuff.
It
I know
goes
you.
as quick as I get it, honestly.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Right
So it's
there.
like
Roy
I
and
knew
Beck,
that's
I finally got you on the where you can comment again. I'm so sorry, guys. Sorry, I last time I was on here, I ended up trying to drop their link and blocked them, and it got hectic. Thank you. Yeah, but Inchy and Leopard, man, like if I'm going and just adding one single gene into the champagne, you know what I mean? I would go with the Inchy myself.
yeah,
Leopard, you can never go wrong with, but I would go with the Inchy.
yeah,
That's just me. But I'm telling you, dude, leopard's a bad, bad gene. And I'm not meaning bad as in a bad way. I mean
yeah,
bad as in a very good, good way.
yeah. Yeah, that guy down the street, he actually just got a pastel calico from somebody. It looks pretty nice. It's a
Yeah.
good looking snake. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I keep getting kicked out, man. Like I said, my internet's out. I'm running off data tonight. So I really don't know how long this will let me run. But where I had to reschedule on him last night, I did want to do that again.
You're all right. I know how
I
it
wanted,
is.
I wanted to at least get him one here tonight for however long I can. and will definitely lesser leopard harriet. I don't. That gene just don't do it for me, guys.
No, stay in there.
Well, we'll definitely get him back on here when I get internet, guys. That way we can get a good interview with him. Hey, shoot, I'd probably be doing better if I had a hamster wheel pool. I got an ASF that won't stop running on a wheel. I'm telling you, and eats and drinks on the wheel. Like, seriously,
Yeah.
man, it's got a little piece of food bouncing around the wheel with it at all times.
He's like, I got to get those gains.
Yeah, gotta get them gains. Got the water bottle. I even set the water bottle up so I don't even got to get off, dude. It can just go.
And then continue running.
One time. Let y'all see him in action. That's pretty cool, for real. So, tell them what P&C stands for, bro. That's one of the questions for you.
Peyton and Sienna's pythons. That's what it stands for. Me and my girlfriend, pretty much, because like when I first started getting into the snakes, she was the one who wanted one to begin with, but it really just blew up after that for me. You know what I mean? I really got into it a lot, so I'm starting to get my collection up and going finally, like I want it to be. So hopefully by next year I'll have my own babies. Like if I do get that female like I'm wanting, like that'd be awesome. It's like one of my main goals is to get this up and going a little bit so I can build my own collection without having to spend my own money, really. That'd be the smart way to do it. So because then I only have to like buy something to pair to those babies, you know what I mean? If I'm wanting to get more, you know, I only got to buy one snake here and there, like to like mix up the genes.
Nice. Roy saw a live bear trapped up the road from our camp. Dang. Guys, I'm pretty simple, man. I just like that straight ghost gene, man.
Yeah, it is nice.
It can be as simple as a single gene ghost or a 10 gene ghost. I don't care. I think all people.
Yeah.
I just like what ghost does, man. By itself, but it can't be it's got to be a good line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. Because you see some that are like kind of like gray, more gray, and then some that are like really, really washed out with some oranges coming through. I really like those ones.
The line of ghost I got right now is that real blue female looking line, man.
I like those.
I like to see what it was going to look like when you put some VPI to it or something.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, you're welcome, buddy.
I'm honestly just excited to start breeding myself. Honestly, I can't wait till I say that. Like I got my first clutch of eggs for the first time. I'm gonna be so pumped.
You're getting close.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you got to think, man. Not too long ago, you was raising babies. You was, you know what I mean, just picking snakes up. Look at you now. You're
exactly thinking about building my own projects. That's what I'm thinking about constantly.
Exactly. So, where do you want to see yourself in 5 to 10 years from now?
5 to 10 years. Hopefully, I could say I got at least a few good clutches under my belt. You know what I mean? So I could say, hey, I've done it. I'm kind of experienced. Like when it does happen, I could be just ready for the breeding season and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I don't like this first time. I know it's gonna be hectic for my first time. You know, I just already have a feeling that's how it's gonna be. But once I get the hang of it, that's when it's gonna be like that sweet spot. I hope that's where I'm at in like 5 years. You know, when I can be like, hey, I got my own incubator and all this stuff already. You know, but I don't have that quite yet. So once I am at that point, that's where I want to be really in about 10 years, having my own incubator, like having a couple more females. That's what I want to get, like get some more room for some more females really. But I'm just saving up money right at the moment for it because it is pricey for the caging for them. So, and I want them to be taken care of properly. That's why I'm not getting myself out of hand. You know what I mean? I want to be able to have the proper amount of room for them without having to worry about it when it comes down to that point in time. You know,
Hmm.
that's why I'm waiting for that male to be able to get out of that tub, and because I ordered a tub for him, but I'm just waiting. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to move him out of his environment right now until I get that tub, and then I'll change him out, and then I'll clean that one and have it ready for another female eventually. So it's just one step at a time, really, for me. I mean,
Yeah.
my girlfriend does help, but yet she's still kind of like scared of feeding them and doing that all that stuff. But she's coming around a lot more. She when I do feed them, she's wanting to be there to watch it. You know what I mean? To just interact with me a little bit more with it. She does hold the snakes a lot, that's for sure. Compared to what she did, like when I first got the
Well,
snake for her, she wouldn't hold it, but she wanted it. That was the
I
funny thing.
remember.
Yeah,
I
she started
remember when
coming
you
around to
know what
hold
I mean,
them a
when you
lot
was
more.
telling me like, dude, like I can't get her to hold it or nothing. I was like, man, just show her. You know what I mean? That, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Let her get the feel for things. Let her, because that's the thing, man. When you got somebody scared of them or something,
yeah,
and they're willing to meet halfway, you got to let them work their own way in there. You know
yeah,
what I mean? You
exactly.
got to let them,
Yeah, eventually they'll
because you
realize.
don't want to push them and scare them
Yeah,
away.
exactly.
Like y'all have come a long way for real, man.
Heck yeah. Like I'm honestly, I could say I'm proud of myself for like sticking with something like this, honestly, because like it's a dream of mine to work with reptiles and stuff. So like getting it started is just the hard part, really, until I get all
I got
everything going smoothly and stuff.
it. Sorry, I keep getting kicked out, guys.
No, you're all right, brother. Do you got any projects you're thinking about working on?
Man, I constantly got something I'm breeding around here, pairing or egg shopping or babies, where I breed all season long.
And another reason why I'm
See,
thinking
like
about
I
just,
really
oh, go ahead, man.
go ahead.
I'll say it after.
I
Well,
don't.
another reason why I'm thinking about getting another female is because I don't want to push that blast into like, you know what I mean. I don't want to force her into hurrying
Yeah,
up. You
don't
know,
force her. Let her.
yeah. I just want her to go
Exactly.
at her own pace. You know what I mean? Because she's almost at 1,000 grams already. Because like she's just like she's missed a meal now and went to the bathroom. You know what I mean? So she lost a little bit of weight. So she's back at like
Exactly.
980 something grams, but I'm just gonna let her go low and slow, you know what I mean? Because eventually I could tell she's gonna be a big girl because she's already chunky, you know what I mean? So it's like she's gonna get there one way or another. It's just like I'm just gonna hold on to her and just keep working with her and stuff, and she'll be there. And I know she's gonna make some pretty babies, you know what I mean? Like I just,
Yeah.
I, she's she has some bright pastel in her, that's for sure. Like you could tell. So
Yeah. And sometimes, some take a little longer than other ones to
yeah,
mature out.
like you said, you
It's
had
part of the game.
that one smaller snake that just doesn't ever really grow and stuff. Remember you telling me that
Like,
before?
dude, she's getting ready to be like, she's like 6, going on 7 years old. I could pull her out right now, man. She's been putting on weight this season for some reason. After she dropped this clutch, she's been packing on the weight for me. So she's probably setting about 1,600 right now, and
Yeah,
that's amazing for her because man, she usually don't get no more than like 12, 1,300 at the max, and that's
yeah,
even with her getting ready to go into breeding season.
yeah,
But this is the thing, that girl pack on some serious weight during the season though for me.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Once I start plugging on her and she knows, it's time to go. But I got to get ready because I know every time I open this door, that tote, she's going to try to
yeah,
take my face off.
yeah. She wants rat every single time.
So what I do is when that time comes, it's kind of like one of these deals. You take the rat, you open the tote.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
treat 'em.
And I was wondering, like, when it comes down to breeding season, like once I pair the male with the female and they hook up and stuff, should I be offering the female food again after she's been locked up and stuff,
Yeah,
or you still
yeah,
offer the
yeah.
food to them? All
I
right.
even offer, even if I know, like, honestly, I got females that I know are, I call egg whites. I still
Yeah.
offer.
I wasn't for sure if that would like stop the egg process or something. I didn't know. I figured I
No,
better ask some
honestly, I believe
questions.
it helps.
Yeah.
I believe it helps, honestly.
That's what I thought too,
Because
for
you're giving
like,
that
because they
female
need
the,
that nutrients, you know what I mean, to help develop those eggs. That's what I
well,
thought, you
no,
know.
yeah, you're letting that female know there's plenty of nutrients around for her
Yeah.
babies to thrive.
Yeah.
That's my logic on it.
Yeah. I've been just like looking up videos on like getting ready for when I do breed, you know what I mean? I'm getting myself ready slowly over time, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I figured getting on a live with you and talking about it would help a little bit too. So I was like, yeah, I better just get on to, back onto my YouTube grind with TNT and stuff.
Man, I mean, you know me. I'm always here, bro. Always willing
Yeah.
to help you. Father and son, welcome, bro. At 12 in the house tonight.
Heck yeah. Can't beat that.
And you know us, man, on this, we're all pretty open and willing to help anybody. You know what I mean? All you
Yeah.
got to do is ask us. We got a pretty good network.
Yeah. I
And
seen
you
some
know my
people.
motto, man, the only dumb question is the one you don't ask.
Exactly. Man, I've been just scrolling on Morph Market, but I think I'm just probably gonna wait on you to get something for me, honestly, next year. I
When
know
you
you're
need
gonna
it.
have some good. I don't know. I don't know.
I got stuff. I got stuff getting ready to drop now. I got stuff popping out of the egg, and I breed all season long, bro. What I mean by season long is I mean year. I don't
Yeah.
stop.
That's kind of what I was wanting to do, because like even in, because I didn't know like how the snakes worked, you know what I mean, if they had like a set breeding season when they wanted to breed, you know what I mean, like, or how it worked, if you could breed
Well,
all year round.
I set myself up in breeding cycles. I got
Yeah.
certain females that'll go earlier than other females, but I got a lot of, you know what I mean? I'm setting in close to 100 snakes,
Yeah, you
give
could
or
see
take
like the
one litter.
fluctuation in them, you know what I mean, like with my small collection, it's gonna take time, but once I get a few more females, I'll probably see that, you know, like more of what I'm
Well,
wanting to
see,
see.
like it just depends on what you can trigger, basically what you want. If you want to
Yeah.
do a season, you can trigger a season.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, he's pretty much got it right, but you can control it in some areas. You know what I mean? I mean, HMP put it probably about the best way. If it wants an MVP, it wants an MVP. You
Yeah.
know? But like, and now, see, I do year round, and I don't use an ultrasound.
Yeah, I always see you like using your
I and see, honestly,
hands to check.
I now don't take this wrong when I say this, guys. I do palpate. Do not get me wrong. But if you get to know your snakes, you will not have to palpate as much. There's some snakes I won't even palpate.
You just know by looking at them, you know, like, hey, that
I
snake's
can just
pregnant.
tell by the signs they give me, by the body curves, by the way they're acting, by the way they're feeding, by you know what I mean, by the way they're reacting when the tub opens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I tell people. Like it's a real key. Like man, I'm real. Like I really believe you should get to know your animal. Because by getting to know your animals, it's making you a better keeper.
Yeah,
Then not only that, by getting to know that animal, it's going to help you for the next animal. You see what I'm saying?
exactly.
Right there, HMP put it right on the point. Mainly, the main thing when I say I palpate, mainly what I palpate is breeders that I just get in, or young girls that I'm tracking, trying to figure out.
So you like when you're pulping, it's after you lock the male with her, usually, right?
It all depends. Depends on what I'm tracking. She might be showing signs of building before I ever decide to pair.
Hmm.
That might be the reason I decide to pair is because I see her building.
So like when they're building, what do they usually do? Do they go to the colder side of the tub or?
There's multiple signs. That's what I said. Like each female might throw you something different. Some females might bowl wrap. Some might cool seek. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because
Some might turn up.
Yeah, I've noticed that female. She's always like every time I catch her in the tub, she's over in her like colder, like because I have a hut in the warm side. You know what I mean? And I have a hut in the cold side also for her.
That could
And
just
then I
be
got
your ambient temperatures.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Might be more satisfying to her because your hot spot might be too hot or something.
yeah,
So that's when you know what I mean? By her being only like
yeah,
900 grams or so.
yeah.
That's where I don't, you know what I mean? Like, so
I
that's,
mean,
you got to
I
make
do
sure
catch.
your husbandary's on point.
Yeah, I mean, I do catch her in the warm side a lot too. It's just like she likes to. I could tell she like there's a little path in between the huts where she's just always back and forth in between them. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like I mean, that's why I keep huts on both sides also. So if they want to get cooled off, they can move over if they want to off the heat or whatever. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
I try to keep it like at least 90 in the warm side, 85 in the colder side. You know what I mean? So they can choose. You know, they ain't stuck in one temperature.
Exactly. Sleepy, you fucker.
Hey, Roscoe, no.
No, not really. You know what I mean? It's just now don't be freaked out, Jessica, if your females go off food. You know what I mean? For a few months, maybe 4 months, some might even go off longer. You never know. Don't freak out if maybe they slug out or something on you.
See, and that's another thing with this lemon blast female. I have a feeling that's what she's gonna do to me is go off of food once I pair her up. You know what I mean? Because she's already a
And
finicky
that's
eater
very
as it is.
possible.
Yeah.
That's
So
very possible.
that's why I
And
just
see,
want to
this is
wait.
another thing.
Yeah.
You could pair her up, and that girl just straight go on vicious mode too.
Yeah. I guess you're right. I mean, it's all just what happens when I do it. I guess it's all by experience. You know, experience by fire.
And you know what I mean? Like honestly, that's how I got all my knowledge, guys.
Yeah.
Where I'm located at, I don't got nobody around me to teach me nothing. It was all by knowledge from when my uncle was keeping snakes younger and stuff that I gained, and my dog knowledge, and what I could get from people online, man. And trial and error in this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Over the years.
That's why my ass is thankful for the internet. You know what I mean? Because honestly, like being able to talk to people like you is what's helped me with this. Honestly, I wouldn't probably
And I mean,
be.
don't get me wrong, guys. I'm by far, you know what I mean? Like, there's still things that I don't know. And there'll
Yeah.
probably be shit I don't know 20 years from now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Reptiles are
Because
just something
let's
that
keep it real.
they're finding new stuff about every day. Though honestly, that's what's
Well,
good
no,
about. That's cool
we're
about
dealing with Mother
reptiles.
Nature, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You never know what's gonna happen, really.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, I just try, like, I've learned what's worked for me. And, like, and one thing I always tell people, make sure you take in your geographical location. Geological. You know what I mean? Because that right there is going to have a big part in what your year round is going to be like, what your seasons are going to be like, what your setups need to be like. Like I got harsh winters and harsh summers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, see, that's crazy because I got a female will eat up until 2 weeks, 2 weeks before she drops eggs.
Dang.
But this is the thing. I know what she's doing, what she's up to, and what I'll do is I'll bump her down to the prey size. Like I mean, because I just know her, and and like Sleepy said, man, it's very, and then that's why I tell you to get to know your animals because that's one reason right there. You know what I mean? I got popping videos out there, Keys. If you go back to my playlist. Good one, Jess. Thanks, Kurt, my brother. $2 for $2 banger for the $5 commercial. I love you, Kurt, my brother. Kurt coming in with the $2 banger, guys. And that's like I help a few people, man. No problem, Keys, man. Like anything you need to know, bro, I got you. Sleepy don't want to teach you, I'll teach you. I'll teach you. Now, I mean, that's the only way. Like, dude, you can ask Kurt and John. We was talking today, man, and I told them both. The only way anybody in this industry is going to move forward is if we pass our knowledge on.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's a younger kid that has a couple ball pythons. I always try helping him out and stuff. And like, I mean, he don't have like quite the exact same setup as us, you know what I mean, with the racks, but he's got tanks, you know what I mean? So I've helped him as much as I could, but hell, it will still work if you keep
Yeah,
him
you can
right, you
still
know what I
make
mean?
that work, man.
Yeah. Uh,
On sleepy good people, man. I don't know if I'd go on a road trip with him. They named him Sleepy for a reason, so I don't know if I'd let him drive. You know what I mean? No, like just like seriously, man, just get to know your animals. And my suggestion is, if you're just starting out, start with babies, grow them up.
yeah.
I'm done,
I've
Kurt.
the
Fight me.
babies the babies are pretty nice to handle, you know what I mean? It teaches you how to handle a bigger snake, that's for sure. Before you start handling anything else, you'd probably want to start with a smaller ball python. I feel like that'd be
Yeah.
your best bet. And like you say about getting to know your animals, I got a redfoot tortoise, and like I just let her roam the house sometimes, you know what I mean? But ever since I started doing that, she'll start smacking the side of her tub every 5 minutes, wanting out to run around, you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah, my bad,
she
man.
acts like a dog.
That's not sleeping my bad, bro. My bad. Got to pick on you a little bit. If I didn't pick on you a little bit, you'd think I was bad at you or something. Trying to keep up.
Do you think about ever getting any bigger snakes or any other
I
reptiles?
got a bow.
You got a bow?
Yeah. I got leopard geckos. I got boas. I got a garter snake on the loose. Like literally, I got a garter snake on a loose.
Yeah, I got two tortoises and a ball python and ball pythons. That's pretty much it for reptiles right now. I've
Hey,
had that.
Sleepy, Keys, make a stream yard. Go backstage. Show each other over the stream yard, man.
Yeah, my sulcata tortoise, he's getting huge, honestly. Like I'm gonna have to end up building him a new pen. My redfoot, she ain't gonna get she's a full grown tortoise, so I got her from an old man in town
Okay,
that
so how
couldn't
many
take care of her
different
no more.
reptiles do you keep?
Me, I got I got ball pythons, but then I got two different species of tortoise. I got a redfoot and I got a sulcata, which is the third biggest tortoise in the world. It's from Africa. African spur thigh is the scientific name for it, really. I'm actually I can get him out and show you. You'll like him. He's pretty dope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
I seen
African
that
spur
kid.
thigh.
That thing was cool as shit.
Yeah, he's 3 years. I've had him since he was a hatchling.
Holy
I,
smoke, dude. Are they
yeah,
like hard to care for, easy to care for? Like,
they're actually like for my first reptile, like it was fairly easy to care for. I mean, the sulcatas aren't very like, you know what I mean. They don't like to interact with the humans very much. You could just tell they hide from you. You know what I mean. They're you could just tell by the way they act. It's honest. It's like a dinosaur. Honestly, I love it. But my big redfoot, she's really old. Honestly, I think she's like 13 years old. I want to say this tortoise is only about.
okay, how long have you had her? Have you had her the whole 13?
No, some old man had her for like most of the time. I've gotten her a couple years ago, really. So I probably had her. She was 13 when I first got her. So I've had her for about a year, maybe two. So
Okay.
14, 15, maybe now.
Wow. That's
But
that's no hurdle.
the only bad part, what with this tortoise, is he didn't feed her the right food though. That's why her scoots are raised up
Um,
like this. They are not supposed to be like that on this tortoise. Because she must have been fed like dog food, I'm assuming, or something with too much protein, because they're supposed to have like a really grass diet, you know what I mean, like more grass than protein
low
than any.
protein.
Yeah, and if you feed them too much, that's what happens. These scoots turned up. It's called pyramiding, is what I've heard from other people that keep
Oh,
tortoise.
they're supposed to be more smooth like then. I see what you're
Yeah,
saying now.
these tortoise, this like species is supposed to be more of a smooth shelled tortoise on top, but it's an adult female, so I mean, honestly, she'd be probably good for a breeding project. I just don't have a male, you know what I mean, or room for
Yeah.
more. I just like her as a pet, and I've taken care of her all this time, you know what I mean, and she likes me. I could just tell, she like you could scratch her on the back
Yeah,
of her
you can
shell,
tell
and she'll
she
like,
don't have no problem with out at
yeah,
all, man.
she lets you pet her on her head, and scratch her on her butt, and she loves it. She's just like a dog, honestly. And like I said, that tortoise right there that I showed you, she'll like smack the side of the cage over and over again until you let her out. It's crazy. It's like she knows when she wants out, you know what I mean? She'll find the heaters in the room, go hide next to them to stay warm, you know what I mean? So I know she's all right when I'm home, anyways. I
Keys
just
done
put her.
press Sleepy into showing him how to pop a snake. Peer pressure, bro. It's not cool.
Yeah, that sulcata tortoise,
He
he's
said
gonna
you're
get
going to
way
show
bigger
him
than
one way
that.
or another to pop that snake, bro. The easy way, you're going to show him. Dude, that's crazy. Like how intelligent them turtles really are, for real.
Yeah, they're and like the redfoot tortoises, I've heard like in the wild, they're kind of like an elephant. You know how an elephant knows when certain parts of their land
Oh
have
yeah,
water. Well, these tortoises know when certain trees drop certain fruits, like mango trees. They'll know when the tree's about to drop the fruit, so they'll be waiting underneath the tree for the mangoes to drop and stuff. They just know certain times of year that when the mangoes drop, they'll be there waiting for them. You know what I
Oh, I
mean?
believe it.
And this tortoise is
I
usually
believe that.
like they're usually in like herds, like a little group of them. You know what I mean? About 5 or 6 of them in a group, and they all like huddle together usually.
Yeah, I believe that, man, because their life depends on it. You know what I mean? The
Yeah,
reptile hunts, what the
someone that has a really nice like group of the redfoots is Camp Kennan. Have you ever seen any of
yeah,
his? Have you seen his
yeah.
videos? Yeah, he's big into
He's
the
got some
tortoises.
really
Really,
amazing looking animals.
yeah,
I get into them Galapagos. I like when he goes and does like takes you to them people that does like that has the Galapagos turtle pens and
yeah,
stuff like that, man. I,
yeah.
I
The
love seeing that.
Galapagoses. Yeah, that
Yeah, yeah.
the first tortoise I showed you, it's actually the third biggest compared to it. So it actually can
Really?
get almost. Yeah, it doesn't get quite as tall, but it's about just as big as around. You know what I mean?
That's still a nice sized turtle, man.
Yeah. It's cool. It's always something I've always wanted as a kid. You know what I mean? I've had box turtles, I've had other little turtles. You know what I mean? But I've always wanted to have my own tortoise. You know what I mean? Something that could outlive me if I wanted it to. You know, I could will it to my grandkids if I
Exactly.
wanted to. Honestly, thought about. You know what I
I
mean?
see it's
Going.
like
What was that,
go ahead,
bro?
bro.
I was
That's
thinking of.
like, me and the wife was talking. She was like, "What are you gonna do with all these snakes?" If you know what I mean. I was like, "Well, that's
Yeah,
why I was hoping maybe the kids would take over."
yeah, no cow, right? Exactly. Have something to show for my kids, like you know what I mean. To hey, my dad bred reptiles or something. You know what I mean? That's something cool to
You
me.
know what I mean? Like maybe they can sell, go to school or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I honestly thought about going to the zoo and seeing if they would like take a will for them. You know what I mean? If I ever had something happen to me, they would take my tortoises. You know what I mean? So they could do something with them, like take them so they can actually be taken care of properly. Put them with other tortoises so they can actually repopulate. Maybe. Well, these species aren't really in critical danger or anything. It's mainly like the Galapagos and like a couple smaller species from like the islands. You know what I mean? Around the world that are
Yeah.
just like a lot of them from Madagascar. They're all like going extinct pretty much. I've heard. So it's because over there, like when people like the people that live in Madagascar, they hunt them and kill them, or they know they're worth a lot of money, so they sell them in the pet trade. You know what I mean? That's like worth like hell $1,000 to them is like that's good money. You know what I mean? If you're poor,
Oh yeah.
so it's like why not do that? Or
Even
if
over
you're
here has good money. You know what I
yeah
mean?
yeah, or if you're hungry, hell, food is food. You know, they
That's
eat them
right.
too. So
I ain't gonna lie. I eat snapping turtle. I
yeah,
don't
I've,
eat it
I've
like I
ate it
used
too.
to. But
Yeah, I've ate it before. It's not bad. I mean, they got like a bunch of
yeah, but
different types of meat on them, like 8 different kinds of meat or something.
yeah, like dude, my uncles. Like I said, man, I'm like where I live at, man. We're really like live off the land type people. Not
Yeah,
as much. I'm not as much as I used to. But back in the day, man, like our fear, like right now, man, the farmer I work for, he's why are you going to that grocery store? Because I can't go get a deep freezer full of cow, you know what I mean,
yeah,
without going to the.
yeah,
He's like, yeah, you can just go. I'm like, no, man, like that's it, old timers, you know what I mean? Like they
yeah,
don't believe in that store bought food.
yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
how
that might be
that's how
why he's
my
only.
grandpa is too. He's a cow farmer, so he butchers two every year for him and my grandma. You know what I mean? So they're always stocked up. They don't got it. My grandpa hates store bought meat and box food. He refuse like if he gets box food, my grandma he'll be like, "You got to remake something else for dinner. I can't eat that." he, like like if he takes one bite of instant potatoes, he just knows if they're fake or not. You know, because he just can tell. He likes real potatoes, real meat. You know, it's how
And
it's
see, I mean,
old
that's
timers.
I put a garden out every year, and you know what I mean. Like even if I don't eat all the food, dude, I give it away. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Someone could use it, you know?
and that's one thing. Like, I, that's I'm key on. I feel like every man should know how, and woman. No, don't think I'm leaving you women out. Please don't. I feel every man and woman should know how to do their own gardening, hunting, fishing, all that. For the simple fact is, the world we live in today.
Yeah, no cow.
I mean, let's look
Like,
at this time last year, man. We couldn't even get toilet paper or hot dogs off the shelf.
yeah, no cow. But like I told
I
my
mean, who's
family,
saying
it's
it ain't
like
gonna happen again, man?
I know how to hunt and I got guns. You know what I mean? I if it's out of season, I'll kill a fucking deer if I have to feed my family. You know what I mean? That's what they did back in the day. They can't tell
Oh
me
yeah,
I can't eat. You know? I'll fucking go butcher it where nobody can see me. It's like what am I doing hurting
and
somebody
that's
when
the thing, man.
if
Like
I'm taking enough just for me and my family, that there shouldn't be nothing wrong with that, you know, especially if I'm eating it.
exactly. And that was why I wanted my like, dude. People think I'm crazy. I get into that green thumb stuff, man. I like to grow
Yeah,
gardening, get in the woods. I like that nature stuff.
I do too. I agree with you.
Out in this world.
I love fishing too. That's like one of my favorite pastimes, honestly. Fishing, bass fishing. I love doing it.
Yep.
I love catfishing too, though.
Catfishing's where it's at,
Yeah.
bud. Hell yeah, Reptile Hutch.
Oh, did they want to see the tortoise too?
He said, no, I would hunt, but I'm not sure where to hunt wild tacos.
Taco Bell.
Miker says, I hunt potato chips at the grocery store. I wear camo sometimes. Catfish stuck on screen. That's right, big old flat. Oh man,
Heck, I've been in the newspaper
I've been
once
fighting
for
this internet.
I've been in the newspaper once for catching a 50-pound flathead at the spillway here in town.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, it was a big one.
That's a good fight.
Yeah. I love fishing at our spillway. It's always pretty good fishing down there.
Mhm. Catfish, period, is good. I don't care what it is. It's all on how you prepare. It's all in the cook in that cleaning process. That's exactly right, Kraft. If you
Exactly.
don't know how to clean them, you're going to run them. They
Exactly.
taste funky.
The trick I always use is I always soak them in salt water overnight, and then the next day,
24 hours.
you
24 hours.
soak it in milk too. On top of that, and
Yep.
it takes all the fish taste away, and then it's just like flaky goodness. Deep fat fry that bad boy up, or
Yeah,
bake it.
I beer batter mine.
Yeah,
It just honestly, man, like it's kind of hard to explain the taste of catfish.
it's just delicious. Honestly, there ain't no
I'm
other
like
words
I'm
for
trying
it.
to class it.
It's like meat candy.
I love you, Jess. Oh my god, I don't know why that tickled my fancy so bad. Oh my god, Jess. I don't know if it's because the two little pleasant.
It legit looks like it too. That's the thing.
Exactly. You know, I'm trying. I know, Benji. I'm trying to compare maybe like a fish that might taste similar to catfish,
But there ain't.
and I'm
It's
really
just
not coming up with it.
yeah.
I keep
You
wanting to say maybe a perch, but then I'm like, nah, it's two different kind of taste almost. Benji, buddy, I'm trying to. He said, yeah, he definitely meant the raffle because I don't think y'all want to see my rack. No trout. I wouldn't put it in a trout class.
Definitely not.
Right? I know, Micah.
It's in like a classification of its own, really, honestly, because a lot of other
Bluegill,
fish.
I don't even clean them. I cook mine whole and eat them. And just, you know what I mean? Because if you catch a bluegill with pan fries, pan size,
Yeah,
yeah, it's a mudwater fish. You know what I mean, Benji? So a lot of people, no, it don't have a mud taste. I don't think it has a mud taste.
it has like
Now,
a. It tastes gamey, like fishy.
yeah, I get.
That's why you do that saltwater soak overnight because it takes that.
It takes a game taste that I
Yeah,
call it river taste out of it.
yeah,
Well, see, I live between two. It was two active power plants, and that was the motto. You know what I mean? No, seriously, man, because they had if you ate water, fish out of the water, there was the higher fish and wildlife put out a thing. This is how you had to prepare it. And it was seriously 24 hours in salt water, 24 hours in milk. And you're not lying. That was
yeah,
actually the guideline.
yeah,
And I've always done that. That's when you said that. And then honestly, what it does, it takes the mercury in the river gum out of it.
yeah. That's the way I've done. That's how I've done my fish since I was a little boy. You know what I mean? First time I ever did it, that's how my grandma showed me how to do it, and that
Yes, I
I
totally
learned.
agree with that. River cat and pond cat and lake cat all taste different. I will agree with that.
Yeah, I will agree with that too. Because if you get a pond catfish, any fish out of ponds just tastes like shit. Honestly, it's because they just
Now,
sit. They just sit in
turkey,
their own little poop poop, man. That's all it is.
yes, right there, guys. Lekka just said right there. I like to keep mine under 10, around
Yeah,
10 pounds, give or take.
probably about. You know what I mean? Probably about longer than the screen. And
Yeah, man, I know.
most of the time when I'm eating catfish too, I usually try to get channel cats. Also, like that's what I'm usually going for. Not no big old flatheads or nothing. When I catching those, that's for like the fun of it. Usually, I don't try to eat no big old 50-pound flathead. You know that bad boy's about to taste muddy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some people that have pulled
It,
some big ones out of the
exactly.
spillway.
7, 8 pounders. Like, you know what I mean? I try to keep it under my 10 pounders, guys. And even getting a 10, some of them get to taste funky if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, you
But
better
about a
just
good 5, 6 pounders, about where you want to be for real.
you better make sure it fits in either the Ziploc bag or a big old bowl because if it don't fit, it ain't gonna taste good, probably, right? You know, that's the way I
Yeah.
see it. You better be able to soak that bad boy.
Yeah, you can always cut him down, but
Yeah,
it don't taste right. I don't
I
like
like
cutting my plate down.
I like my catfish on the bone usually. That's how I like it.
God damn you, you fucker. Here, there is 3,200 pounds. Like, man, now I'd have to say a blue tastes a little bit different from others. Like, you got channels, they're, yeah, they taste a little different. Exactly, crap. There's only so much you can get out of it.
And you gotta think the reason why catfish tastes like it does is because it's like the cleanup crew of the fucking pond, man. Anything that's dying, they're grabbing off
Yeah,
the
it's a
bottom of the
bottom
floor.
feeder.
Yeah, but
It's the
it's a
guppy. It's the guppy of your fish tank, basically.
yeah.
Like it's
What do you
crazy and it's nasty as it sounds.
what do
It's
you
a good eating
usually
fish, yo.
what are you usually using for bait when you catch them?
Me, I like using big big cut bait or a head of a bluegill or
That's exactly what I always used to. What I found a trick, like if I go out to the reservoir, like we got a smaller reservoir that has a bunch of smaller bait fish in it and stuff, you know what I mean? You catch the bluegill just about like that long, you know what I mean? Just before they're getting anything on them, you know, just enough so you can cut their tail off and then run a rod through them and then hook the treble hook at the end of their tail. You never miss a bite. Like, and you could keep that same fish on there for 4 or 5 channel cat, you know what I mean? At the spillway anyways. Put a big old sinker on there.
no, I'm with you there. Crappie is good.
Yeah, crappie is really good. Tastes like butter. Goodness. It just like melts in your mouth usually.
Hmm. And see, down where I'm at, man, we got real deep holes. I'm talking 60, 80 foot holes, guys. And I'm not playing. So,
There's a lot of ponds around here. There's the lake really. There ain't too many like there's a couple of rivers, but they're just like runoffs. You know what I mean? There ain't nothing crazy to
um,
them. I mean, you could catch stuff in them if you sat long enough, probably, but there's better spots. You know what I mean around here. And at the
mm,
and at the lake, it's really fished heavy a lot. So a lot of it's just like a lot of boaters go out there and fish. So if you're like on the shore fishing, you're gonna have a hard time, you know, too. So the best place to fish at the lake is if you got a boat and you can go to a nice cove and get in on them pretty good on the boat. That's when I go crappie fishing usually. If someone takes me out on the boat, usually, you know, catch a lot of them that way.
mm,
You can catch a lot of those crappie in the spillway too. You'd be surprised. Like the moving water, they'll get into a corner pocket, you know, where the water just
they
quits
get right up
moving.
underneath you.
You can just sit there and cast all day and just get your limit right there in one spot. You know, the old timers will come sit there and kick you out of your spot. You know, after a while, they're like, "All right, it's time to move and stuff." You know, because they want their turn to sit there. There's like one rock everyone huddles to at that spillway because they know where all the crappie are. You know, they're like, oh, they're right there in that corner. I know they are. Sit there with their
They snap it
bobbers.
up and say it's down here, brother. And I'm not lying. If you're going down here to what I like to call the hubcaps,
Yeah,
you better come with you. They
exactly.
snap it up. I'm talking. You better have ocean rods.
Yeah,
And this is I took it like a 9 foot, 9.5 foot heavy action ugly stick,
yeah. Snapped it. Damn.
like a twig.
Like if you, there's a couple bigger
Took a
rivers, like
750 dive with spin reel and just grinded it.
I've had some big ones do that to me. Like when I've been bass fishing, like I've had a couple big old bass do that to me, like just spool me, because I was using some smaller test, and it's just like, damn, I cannot lose this fish. You know what I mean? Just like
Yeah.
let the drag out, and they just spool you. It's like, holy shit, I'm gonna lose it. And sure enough, I did too. It's one of those fish stories, you know.
I like bass. Bass is good eating too, guys. It is real good eating, I think. I knew that was coming, Keys. I knew that was coming. Ward, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Were we gonna do that backward ballers tonight, or?
No, that's Saturday. I'm gonna get a hold of Rob and see when we can get you in there.
All right, I wasn't for sure. I was like, I didn't know if we were doing
I'll
that
be enough
tonight
to
or.
drink. Oh shit! Sorry about that, guys. Oh, a PVC don't give one a kneecap. Motherfucker, that hurt. Nah, I ain't got a chance to holler at Rob, see what we can get you on there. He said, "Why is 2 log keys?" Yeah, I like it. I don't. It just depends on really what area of the river I'm fishing. God damn it, that's still hurting.
It's like the worst place to hit yourself on the knee or on the elbow, dude. It's like, damn.
Like that funny bone. I never understood where the hell it got its name.
Yeah, no cow. Because everyone else laughs at you when you're fucking sitting there in pain. That's where it came from. They're all sitting there like, damn, that's funny.
That's John, man. He can tell you. Matter of fact, I can take you right now. I still got fishing poles on top of my car. I don't take them off. They stay up there year round.
Mine are always sitting right in the corner waiting.
Look, I'm not joking. I don't play around, guys, because you never know when you need a good fishing pole.
Exactly.
And my old lady's like, "You taking a camper gear out?" I was like, "Nope. I got everything we need in case we got to pull
Bug
over
out
and
and get out of here. Exactly.
Well, man, we do a lot where I live at. It takes us a couple hours in one direction to get anywhere.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Something happens, man. And we're in the country. We might not be able to get to a motel somewhere or something. So
Yeah.
I'm ready to, you know what I mean? We got the winter sleeping bags, all that in the car, so we good to go.
Exactly. My
That's
grandpa
right.
always
The
used to tell
spider
me,
web.
best thing is to prepare because you never know what's going to happen. It could be winter out. You lose a tire, you know what I mean? Get stuck. You best be prepared if you're cold, you know? Have your jacket, have your blanket in there, jumper cables.
Yeah, I got it
Smart
all.
thing.
It's all in
Yeah.
it. Extra oil, training fluid, all that, man.
Exactly.
Tools, torches, the whole nine. You never know, man. I'm a firm believer in that myself, bro. Yeah, and smallmouth, they'll give you a good fight.
I wish we had some smallmouth bass over here. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are some, but I haven't really seen any in the lake very much. We have a lot of striped bass. I feel like they overpopulate our lake really quickly. There's been a couple times I've caught like big old striped bass, like with little baby largemouth bass in their mouth, just eating them and stuff. It's like,
That
damn.
right here, guys. I have to agree. I have to agree with that. Oh yeah. Always carry extra socks and used underwear. Not clean, used. And if you can't get used, Lekker's got them 3 for 20. Gotta have them torches. Gotta have the torches. Never know when you're gonna need a good light. Yeah, stripers are a good eat. Now, man, I took my over the summer. We took my buddy and the god kids, my godsons, come camping with us, and he's got his little fishing pole, and he tells his dad, he's like, "Dad, we got to put our poles in the truck and stuff. Got to have our camping gear." And now his dad's like, "Bro, do you realize what you got my boy doing?" I'm like, "What?" Because you know he ornery. You know, hey, I am his godfather. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's
He's
stuff you're
like,
supposed to teach them.
picking up sticks, bro. I'm like, what do you mean? He's saying, "Dad, we need these for camping." I'm like, dude, he's got a pile of sticks he's been picking up, bro, for camping for next season.
Just
Now,
preparing.
see, I like fresh, like river perch.
The only perch we really got around here is the drumhead perch. Really, they're pretty slimy fish. But I mean, I've heard of some people eating them, but I haven't really tasted it
What
myself.
are they?
They're like called drum, like freshwater drum. Their mouth
Perch.
yeah, their mouth comes off the bottom. They're pretty weird looking fish.
They're white and purple.
They're like a gray silverish looking.
Yeah, it's a perch. It's a river perch. Good eating.
I've heard of some people eating carp
Let
too.
me go see this geek roll. There you go, bro. Humorous bone. There we go. He just keeps killing me tonight, man. Yes, it is. Oh man. Thank you, Derek, for the super sticker chat thingy jiggy bangy booger. Carp is good eat. Just saying, bro. If you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Get the damn mud vein and stay far away from that motherfucker as possible. That's the key. But my dude just gave you a hint. He dropped you a great piece of info. Thank
Carp
you,
or bait
Derek.
fish.
I did catch, yes. It's a great bait fish for catfish.
Yeah. It does have a lot of oil on it too, so it's probably just like, you know what I mean, secrete into the water.
Very good. That's right. Tell him, like him.
Like how
Okay,
have you
why
had
is it
that?
a house? Hey, Rob, hold on, man. I'm not showing my rack to nobody, bro. Now, I'll show them a rack of snakes or something, but this rack ain't getting showed off, bro. I'm sorry. Yes, they are. There's a lot of bones in there. Zup, dog.
So like did you have it smoked, or like how did you have it cooked?
What, the
The carp, yeah.
crappie?
The carp,
The
yeah.
carp. And I've actually ate a little bit about it every way. Barbecued.
Yeah, someone around here said they usually smoke them or something. I don't know what they said. I'm pretty sure they said they smoke them, but it sounded good, you know, because you smoke salmon and it gets really fucking tender.
That's it right there. Is about all it takes. Or weedy balls. Weedy balls is a good thing to use. 17 strong in here. Thank you, guys. Now here's this Kentucky stuff coming in. Carp sausage. That just sounds good.
What?
I was going to pick on him a little bit, but it just sounds too damn good. Now hot dogs, yes, ivory soap.
I've used hot dogs to catch them. It works pretty good. I've always used corn too for the carp. That's how I
Hey,
caught them
Lecter's
also.
telling the truth though, man, for real. Leggett sounds like he's talking crazy about corn and all that shit now, but he really telling you the truth. Give me 1 second, guys. As much as crazy as that shit sound about some corn and stuff, man, it's definitely a truth one.
Like how I did it with the corn. I always take some of the corn out of the can and throw it into the water, and then put some on the hook and then throw it out there too. And then they eventually just pick that shit up.
John sounds like he come in one night with the munchies. Strawberry hot dog with cream corn. that
What
sounds like a
the hell?
that sounds like you went and ordered a milkshake drink or something, John.
Blend it all up together. It's a protein shake.
Yeah, man.
That'd be hard to get down. I'm just thinking
Oh,
about it. It's just like chunky, tastes like salty, but then you taste the strawberries.
a fruity boy. Them that donuts done went to his head, Kurt. Hey, I'm telling you, you get them hungry, they'll take it. We got 19 in the house, you all. Thank you all so much.
He
He
says,
said,
I'm kind
no,
of
I just
bluegill on a
wanted to
piece
get
of a
some cake.
cigarette butt.
Nah, John, you went with the munchies, my humper. No, but honestly, that would work. As much as crazy as a Caucasian sound that is, man, God, it would work. Like, think about it. Strawberry, because it's going to pump that sin out there. The cream corn, because they love that corn. And the hot dog, of course, because the hot dog's going to stay on the hook.
Yeah.
Now, look at Ozak coming in with professional tips from fishing, like John the water with the cream corn. That's right, sis. Yes, they do. Rob, your bluegill got a nicotine problem, bro. We're gonna have to get them on the patch. Oh, Kurt and Trish, not Justin. he said, he said elaborate if you're serious. I don't know why cats are serious now. Exactly. Strawberry Kool-Aid packs. I knew what you was talking about, John. I was just running with it, bro. I tell you, man, Weedy Balls is a good one, man. You take it. Now, me, I'm not going to spend I'm not buying no Kellogg's or no Wheaties or nothing like that. I'm going to go buy the cheap ones because that's just how I roll. And I can't, man, I ain't catching no fish with no $8, $9 pack of Newports.
Just
No,
throwing
but
cash
seriously,
in
I'll
the
take
water.
Wheaties, cream corn, uh, and a few other things. You know what I mean? Syrup, honey, just anything to make it gooey, sticky, and just put a bunch of sin in it, man. Sticking nicotine patch in the blades of your spinner bait. Oh God. Oh God. Hey guys, you're gonna see all kinds of shorts with motherfuckers hooking on cigarettes and shit, and chucking them in the water tomorrow. Sticky bomb. So how many snakes you up to now? 4, 5? Or
Yeah,
am I
I'm at
wrong?
4. I'm at 4. I'm getting ready to be at 5 here soon, though, probably. I'm just still looking, waiting, taking up some ideas, you know what I mean?
No, I mean honestly, dude, that nicotine would bring the scent to him.
Yeah.
And Keys is like, man, I need to go to bed, but you all talking about some crazy shit. The guys down here in Ohio, man, you might pull out a 50, 60 pound flathead. Might have a Marlboro in his mouth. I'm just fucking around. No, but on a serious note, man, I had a buddy. He was putting in this new bridge down here, the High Kentucky Bridge, the new bridge, Rob. And he was telling me, man, he was an underground water welder down there. He did the welding. And he said, like, he ain't seen none as big as school buses or nothing like that. But, man, he said he seen some down there that put the fear of God in him. And I asked him, I'm like, well, how big is that? And like he said, it's big enough to make my ass swim above water.
Big
I said,
enough.
so you go back down? He said, no.
That's exactly what I would have said. So that thing can pull my ass down? Fuck no.
John and Rob's got him hooked on tobacco.
It's like, what do you think that big thing's doing? Waiting for a big thing to jump in its mouth, and that ain't gonna be me.
Yeah. Right. Dog out there noodling and shit.
Exactly. Pull that bad boy under.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm worried about. I would love the noodle, but my ass would probably die.
Exactly. It's like I'm a pretty good swimmer, but probably not with something attached to my arm swimming backwards. It's like I need both my arms to swim.
I love you too, Rob.
Shit. Our luck. You'd go to put your hand in the fucking hole and there'd be a snapping turtle right there just biting your fingers off. Like, fuck.
Hey, right. Yeah, Key, he's serious as shit, man. Go watch dog, what's that chick's name? Hannah. Dude, dog was telling me about her. She can't be no more than 80 pounds, bro. And I'm not lying. This little girl is itty bitty, bro, but she'll get right in there, bro, and pull out 30, 40, 50 pound cats by her bare hand, bro. There it is.
Damn.
Thank you, brother. Roundup Rodeo, what is up, bub? How are you doing?
Hey, I had a question, Todd.
What's up, brother?
I was wondering, is like a mimosa, like, is that hypo or is that just ghost?
That's Ghost and Champagne.
Ghost and champagne. So is that, would that work with the hypo or?
Uh, People call hypo, Ghost, Orange Ghost. They all consider it the same complex.
Because I seen some good looking mimosas on there that were fairly good price for females. I figured that'd be a nice looking snake to pair with that male hypo I got.
Now, me personally, I don't like mixing my hypo line with my Ghost line and Orange Ghost with my hypo. I like to keep them like they're compatible. I'm not saying that. It's just I try to keep it more in a pure aspect of things. Okay, I missed something here. Ain't that right, Rob? I mean, Chris, ain't that right? She just don't know it. She must be a cat lady, God. You know that's right. Now, but like, okay, take for instance, you could put hypo with the ghost and still get you what they call a hypo ghost, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Yes, they're all compatible, correct, Craft. But I consider watering it down by pairing a hypo to a ghost. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, because I mean, I did see a bunch of.
Let me put this. Now, see, a lot of people, exactly, that's something else I was getting ready to touch up on. A mimosa is it's actually ghost in champagne.
I see. Because like Morph Market gets me kind of confused because they'll use hypo as ghost on there. Sometimes it's like I'm not sure if it's like a hypo because they use ghost instead of hypo on Morph Market and stuff. So it like confuses me sometimes. It's like I'm not.
They're classifying them. Okay. Is that any better?
Still can't see it though.
Yeah, I got the mic off.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, like Rob put it. The way I.
Oh, so it's like the banana and Corgo. So
a lot
of
people say Orange Ghost not compatible. A lot of people say Orange Ghost is compatible. But this is my logic, okay? I look at it as a purist aspect, right? I wouldn't take a purebred Great Dane and breed it to a purebred German Shepherd.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. You know what I mean? Because they're compatible. They're basically, it's just like you got a low line and a high line, basically, is the way I'm looking at it. Which my hypo line's good, which my ghost line's good. Moore's ghost line's good. It's just my logic is if I can keep them separate, why not?
So I should be looking for something that has hypo like in the morphs instead of having
if
ghost.
You're wanting to use the hypos you got for me, I would keep it in the hypo complex if I was you.
Right. Because sometimes like they'll have it listed as a hypo, but then when I go to click on it, you know what I mean, and go into the listing, it has ghost as one of the gene traits. You know what I mean? It's just like, so I'm not sure if they're hypos or if they're ghosts.
If they're actually listing it as a hypo / ghost,
yeah,
it's because sometimes Morph Market will make them list like it, or they actually paired a hypo to a ghost.
Oh, all right.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Are you serious, Miker? No way.
We should tell them that they're not snakes.
To talk about there's going to be a whole different live about this, Miker. And you're right, Jessica. He can try, but I don't think it's going to work. Because I'm pretty sure the last time I looked, a Great Dane was a snake. But like I was saying, man, it's all in a preference. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's why I ask questions too, because like if I didn't ask, you know what I mean, I wouldn't know the difference, you know? So it's just like better ask than never.
Fucking migrant. Okay, pits and bullies would be better. Okay, okay. That's more my lines there. Pits and bullies. Don't be messing with my dog. Good night, brother. Thank you, Keys, my dude. See you tomorrow, man. I haven't got to your video today, but I definitely will, my brother. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, but I just throwing anything out there. Don't judge. Pogo. I was actually trying to think of two dogs that was kind of similar. And God, will you guys quit farting at night, man? But like this question up here, like where'd it go? Right there. That was a great question. Tell her to get feeling better, bro. And this is, okay, like a lot of people think you're less than your butter.
Yeah, that's another one I was thinking of too. I was getting ready to say that.
Dude, that's the oh God, what is it, dog? Spud McKenzie dog. That's your Taco Bell and your pit bull mix. I always said that. I don't know why that dog reminds me of a pit bull and a Chihuahua mix. A Pachwini. Exactly. I'm butter all the way. But do I think the two different genes? I honestly, Coral Global in a scenario.
And I
That
was kind
sounds
of
like a
thinking about
fetish,
that.
my brother. That sounds like a whole nother live right there. Now, see, that's another great question, Mike.
Yeah, I was
Now,
going to say that calico and sugar too. It's like some people call them calico, some people call them sugars. It's like you don't
I
really know the
feel,
difference.
I feel they're similar. I feel okay, this is my thoughts on this. I think they've been imported at the same time. And back, you got to think, back in these days, these breeders didn't share information, guys. You know what I mean? A long time ago, right?
They did it for their own, they didn't want to help nobody else.
They didn't want everybody to get in and see what was going down. They wanted to bring it out. So what? They kept it all to themselves, right? So then you got the sugar, the calico. That's how everything. I feel what it is you have like different examples of that gene, and this person named it this. This person named it this. Same, all the same. In my opinion, all the same. From what I've been watching on a certain person's channel, I think they're all the same. Trick, Blitz, Hurricane, feel they're all the same. That would be a guppy or a carp, aka sucker fish. Chris A. Miss something? John, you really going to ask me this question? Once again, I honestly think, guys, that Exactly, John. Different examples. High, low expression. Yes, I'll text you and tell you who I watch so you can watch them. Just you can get your own opinion. Okay, guys, we have P and C pythons. Go ahead, tell them a little bit more about yourself. Go back into because I got a few people come in late and would like to know a little bit about you.
Well, I'm pretty much just starting off with my collection and stuff. I'm at 4 ball pythons. I got 2 tortoises also, but I'm really wanting to get into breeding my ball pythons here in the future. So I will be building my collection slowly over time.
What
I've
does
already,
P and C stand for?
it actually stands for Peyton and Sienna's pythons. Me and my girlfriend's pythons.
Okay, I have a question. What is your favorite gene?
My favorite gene right now.
Codom, recessive, it could be whatever.
I'm gonna have to say I really like those GHI Mojaves a lot. I've been seeing a lot of them popping up on my morph market, and they just like
Yeah, buddy. I
they like
see.
they stick out like a sore thumb, man. It's just like, dang, every time I see one of those, it's like, damn, that snake is just like just the black and the white pop together. I like that. You know what I mean?
Yes, you want turtle porn?
No, they're 2 different types of tortoises.
She wants turtle porn,
If you want that, go to Camp Kennan. He'll show you all about that stuff.
bro. I know. Okay, so you're going to have to say your single gene would be. So your morph would be a GHI hypo. I mean a GHI Mojave.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, and your single gene would be GHI, maybe. Is that
Yeah,
what
I
you're
want to
saying?
say, yeah. I've been seeing a lot that stick out like a sore thumb, and they look pretty nice. I mean, I like a lot of them, but right now that's what's been catching my eye a lot is those GHIs, and I mean they're just really expensive right now too. So it's just like, dang. I always like the expensive ones for some reason, but why not, right? Like you got a dream.
Hey, listen, man. If you're not going to do like I've told you in the beginning, if you're going to seriously want to breed these things, you've got to breed what you like.
Yeah,
You can't be breeding to chase money because at the end of the day, you're going to hate it.
yeah,
Flat out. You're
exactly.
not going to want to get up and care for these animals the way they need to be cared for. Wow. What? Huh? Where did this live go tonight? We're going to definitely get you back on here, man, because the first part of the live didn't go as planned, but we would definitely get you back on here.
You all
GHI
right?
Yellow Belly Mojave Pastel is dope. Okay. If you could one, produce one snake and no money was hindering you, no space was hindering you, no limitation on what you could do, what would it be?
I'd probably definitely get something I could pair with my champagne pastel because that's what I told myself. It was my first snake that I got into the collection, so I really want to breed him first. But if it comes down to me having to get something else, I will. But I really want to breed that champagne because I don't know. I'm really in love with that gene, just like your wife. You know what I mean? It's just like something about it. Just like he just sticks out to me, other than other snakes. You know what I mean? Like the way
Exactly.
the champagne comes out, like you can get them all different colors, all different patterns. They're just a cool looking snake, and some people hate them and some people love them. You know what I mean? Like I like them though. So like you said, you might as well do something you like. So
Exactly. If you don't love it, you're going to hate it. Because there's a lot of work in this shit, man.
yeah, I mean I don't clean up shit from all of them. You know what I mean? I don't clean their poop up for nothing. I'm wanting to get something out of it eventually and feed them every day. You know, that's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
working for. I'll make sure they're happy though. That's for sure.
No, Benji, snakes do not have nipples. If they have nipples, I haven't seen it. Different. Totally different. I believe they're totally different. A lot of similarities, though. I will agree with that. Because the line of cinema I have is nowhere near. What the hell was John? Where the hell did this come from? Super GHI, Super Lesser, Super Pastel. No, Super Spot Nose. That sounds like that's going to be a bad one.
Okay, I'll super everything.
Fuck, you might as well just put Super Pastel and Super Yellow Belly, asshole. Or we going to be able to ID this snake. The Super GHI, Super Yellow Bellies. Woo. Just give it up, John. That's a badass snake. Not going to deny it one little bit, but fuck, that's going to be a hard ID.
It's a long name.
Superman, I don't know. What the hell, Benji? Hey, yeah, I'd definitely shoot for it. You ain't, I'm gonna hang up on your ass. You tell me try to ID that shit. I ain't helping you. You ain't giving me that headache. See, I have to agree to disagree with you there, Kraft. No, like honestly, they're literally right behind him right now, Jess. You're ending up with a pewter champagne or a black pastel champagne. Which don't get me wrong, it's a pretty snake, but it's not fitting where I need it to fit right now. That's the only reason I don't like it, Kraft. Black pastel's a badass gene, though. Cinnamon's a nice gene. Turtle milk. No. How often does your turtles go outside?
Right now it's cold, so they aren't going outside at all. But my one tortoise, she gets out of the pen every day to roam. But my sulcata, he's still a little too small to be out and about. You know,
Okay.
once he gets a little more size on him, I'll let him probably roam around for a little bit to get exercise inside. You know, but once
Yeah.
it's summer, I'm gonna probably build them both an outdoor pen when it's nice. You know.
Hmm.
I'll probably bring them in during the nighttime before bed, but just because the night drop, you know what I mean? Just because it gets too cold here for them outside. Even in the summertime, it gets pretty chilly here. So,
Yeah.
they're pretty easy animals to take care of as long as you just like keep an eye on them and just like watch them. You know what I mean? Like they're fairly easy. But the one thing you got to do is clean their cage like every other day though, because they like to tear their cage up for some reason bad. They just scatter
Free
everything.
range quarters milk.
You got to change their water bowl every single day because they get in there every day. Just get it all dirty. They like to climb in and out of stuff.
Black pastel, GHI, leopard. Her nephew had one that got an RI. She said, "God damn stink folks." She wants to know, can she see your little one?
Yeah, I'll grab it.
But you got to keep him away from Shredder, Bebop, and Rocksteady. Oh, mood. Poor Jess. She don't like to see the rat feeding videos. She's finally got somebody that she can get to see stuff she likes. That's a pretty little tortoise, man.
Yeah, he was perfect.
I like the golds and the browns and
Yeah. Sulcatos
like
are really
seriously,
beautiful.
man.
They actually do have albinos now, but they're
Oh
expensive.
wow.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Camp Kennan has one. I want to say he has an albino sulcata. He has
I
a
bet you that's beautiful.
he has a lot of tortoises. He's got pretty much every species I want to say that you can keep, you know. He's got licenses to breed like the ones that are going extinct though. Also, he's got a Galapagos
That's
and a
good.
Aldabra tortoise. They're the world's
Man,
biggest.
that's the thing. If people don't try to do like what word am I looking like a re-entry for the wild on some of these animals, we're not ever going to have them, guys.
Yeah. I got this tortoise when he was like legit smaller than my hand. Like he was like this big. He
Oh
was
wow.
tiny. I got him in the mail off of tortoisetown.com.
Huh. There's a good little piece of information for the turtle lovers. What's its name?
The tortoise, I named him Soli for short
Sully.
for so. Yeah. The redfoot, her name is Rose. Yeah, he's hit a growth spurt. Really, honestly, like I could just, he's been growing and growing and growing every day. Like I could just tell the rings around his shells are just like getting bigger and bigger. He's
Mm-hmm.
he's getting there. It's crazy. Like for 3 years, he's grown quite some a bit. You know, usually they grow pretty slow, but I've just been making sure he's got food every day and water in his tub, and he's a happy tortoise usually. I think I'm gonna start letting him roam around though, like her, just so he can get exercise also outside. I mean, I got fairly big pens built for him, so they're in pretty nice size bin.
Jess wants a turtle cam.
Turtle cam. I could probably set something up like that. That would be pretty cool.
She'd definitely watch the shit out of it for you.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for giving me that idea. Actually, I didn't think about that because I didn't think anybody would really be interested in the tortoises as much. But they're
Oh, bro, like for real, man. Like,
yeah. I thought about like going all out on their cage, maybe like here soon, like building them something cool. I just don't know how. Like you got to plan it out really though, like how you're gonna do it.
there was a dude on Instagram. He built like a little turtle pen, but like he even made it to where they can like eat flower, like because he planted edible
Yeah,
flowers and stuff in it. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
See,
I
that's
thought it
what
was cool.
I mean, at first I did have his cage planted with plants and stuff, but he's just like he's so destructive. Like every time you put something in there, he's got it destroyed in like 2 seconds, especially if it's green. Like any plants, he goes right after it, you know. So I got it because some plants are poisonous to tortoises, so you got to be careful with what you're getting from certain plants or have like toxins in them, you know. Like certain type of potos vines, they can't have those.
Yeah.
If they'll make. I mean, they'll stop eating it once they know what it is. You know what I mean? It has a horrible taste to them, also. So they'll know as soon as they bite into it, it's not good.
Yeah. They're highly intelligent animals, man.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, even like with the sulcata tortoises, like I guess if you're wanting to breed them, you at least have to have two males in a pen to make the testosterone up, because
Wow.
if not, the eggs won't be fertile. Or I'm guessing that's what Camp Kennan says. I mean, he has to. They like fight each other too. Like they'll fight each other for a female. The sulcatas will.
Have
It's
you ever been bit by one?
yeah, I've been bit by turtles a lot of times. I've gotten bit by a snapping turtle once. I've gotten bit by a painted
Ugh.
turtle. I've gotten bit by my box turtle before. It's just like learning by bad experience. You know what I mean? You just know not to stick your
Trial
finger
by
near there. Yeah,
error.
like I've gotten bit by this tortoise before when like I wasn't paying attention, holding like a piece of cactus for him. He got right to the end and got the tip of my finger and he's small too. So it's like, dang, I guess they have like a big ass amount of bite force because they can crunch right through like hard hard pieces of vegetables and everything like that.
What the fuck?
No, I ain't replicating it. I've heard the noise, dude.
What the fuck? Mike, not no turtle porn in the chat, bro. What the? What? No, that was Moon. What even Mike? What the hell, Moon? I should have knew it was you, Moon.
Dude, it's so funny. Like they'll just like be like, and then they'll just fall over on their back.
Oh my god, dude, this live has been off the chain tonight. Been good one though. We definitely got our laughs in, didn't we, guys? Oh man.
Honestly, I've thought about getting me a second sulcata tortoise to put in the pen with him just to see how he would react. You know what I mean? Like to a second one because I mean I've had them separate. I've let them be around each other, but I've heard you're really not supposed to like cohabitate different species of tortoises. I don't know why that's a thing, but they're both from Africa. Like one's from South Africa, one's from Africa, somewhere in
Yeah.
that area, in the desert. I know he's a desert species of tortoise, but I'm pretty sure she's from the jungle though, because she requires more misting. You know what I mean? I mist her more than him. You
Yeah.
get I have a deeper she loves to soak a lot. Like so I always have to keep her bowl filled or she'll spill it and soak in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about when I build her next cage. I'm thinking about maybe trying to incorporate some water in there somehow. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I think I can do it somehow. Like I want to have an area so it's like always filtered water, you know what I mean? So it's always clean for her so she can get in and out of it when she wants to.
You could probably use like a small fish, like a pond filter. I mean a fish tank filter. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Pump. And
Yeah.
find you like a little small dish of some sort or another. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right
I'll
there,
figure it
indoor,
out
outdoor
somewhere.
pond.
Yeah.
Now she wants, dude. She's gonna have your poor thing. She's just you're gonna have this guy have a mansion in his snake room for his tortoise, and here
I,
is the turtle mansion. Takes up 3/4 of the room.
no cow. Their bins already take up a lot of room because I have a table over top of them, but
Right there's a good idea. A kiddie pool.
yeah. I used that before for a while for him for the sulcata tortoise, but she's fairly big, so I had to upgrade to a horse trough. That's what
Yeah,
I'm using now. Big
like a
peep.
Yeah, feet
It's
trough,
made
water
out of,
trough.
yeah, but it's fairly long too, so she can have room to run around if she wants to, away from the heat and everything. So I could probably cut through it though to make her a door so she can come in and out of the tote as she pleases, because she always wants out, So I always gotta pick her up, let her out, let her back in. But it'd be smart to put that doggy door on the side of it, honestly, because
They
she
want to
can.
see the bigger one.
The bigger one. Yep, I'll grab her right now.
Jess, you ain't letting him. You ain't letting this go easy, are you, Sid? You know you laid on the ground with the turtle, Mike. You know you have. It was in college. It don't count. He probably did. You wasn't doing circles with him, dude. That
Yeah,
thing's it's beautiful.
yeah. And this tortoise, like, actually, she was born with a messed up scoot on the back, like right there. It has
Hmm.
two scoots in one,
Yeah.
so it kind of like affects her a little bit, but like that just happens sometimes with
Now that's
tortoises.
the really older one, right? Like 14
Yeah,
years old.
yeah. Some old man had her in town before me, and like I said before, like he was feeding her something that probably she wasn't supposed to be eating. That's why she got pyramided scoots. But I've been making sure she's on the right diet ever since, you know what I mean? So she is a lot healthier, I can tell, because she's more wanting to get around and not just sit in the same place all day.
Yeah.
They say you got a healthy tortoise when you can pick it up and set it back down and it will go right back to eating, I guess. So, I mean,
He said, "Well, I got some healthy ones."
yeah, that's what they like to do. They love to, no matter how much they've eaten, you could still wave a piece of lettuce, and like they love romaine lettuce. But I like to feed them their pellets more than anything, because that's really what they're supposed to have for their scoots. It helps them keep their scoots more perfect.
Yes,
I mean,
that's rose, correct?
yeah, but see, with what's
It,
wrong with the bad
yes, it
part
has
is like
vitamins. Go
like
ahead.
I can't, like, you know what I mean, I can't reverse this process. It's already stuck on her for life, but I can slow the process down so it doesn't get any worse, and you know what I mean, the pyramids don't get no worse than what they were. That's why when I got that tortoise, I did my research when I first got the sulcata, you know what I mean, because I didn't want this to happen to him.
Yeah,
That's why I went ahead and took this tortoise, because I wanted to at least have a little bit better of a life for last of her years, you know what I mean, with me, I mean, she'll probably still live another 50, 100 years, They live forever. It'll
yes.
really,
Jess was talking about that. She'd love to have a turtle, but she knew she, you know what I mean, it'd outlive her.
yeah. That's something, when you get tortoises and turtles, you got to realize it's a life investment, you know what I mean? That old man, he did love her, you know what I mean? I'm not saying he didn't love her and didn't. It's just like you got to do your research though, but he probably got her back when reptiles were first coming around, you know what I mean? And like he's probably just happy to have a reptile, exotic animal, but he didn't probably have the right
Yeah,
food and stuff for her. But he did love her, he gave her up, and he said he wanted her to go to a good home. So I was like, all right, I'll make sure she's taken care of. Ever since then, she's been my tortoise. Good little
yeah.
pet.
Jess said, if you ever need someone, take tortoises in after you to give her a holler.
All right, I will.
I know that's where she's going with it. I'm just gonna go ahead and get it out the way for her. She
There,
loves her sports.
yeah, I thought, like, honestly, tortoises aren't near as expensive as ball pythons, but when I first got my tortoise, I was like, dang, they're expensive pet, really. You know what I mean? When you first purchase them, like I had to pay 150 for the tortoise, and then another 100 just for the shipping,
Yeah,
for overnight and everything. Yes, so it ended up being like $250 for the tortoise. But it was well worth it. Like, he's been the best pet I've probably ever owned, other than my dogs, and the snakes. I love them all. Really, it's hard to have a favorite when you got pets.
it really. Yeah, I mean, like I got a bunch of favorites.
Yeah,
It just
even down to
depends on
my
what one.
Exactly. Even down to my little rats up there, I like the ones I got. You know what I mean? I picked them out because I liked them. It's like, yeah, I'm picking them. They all got some little character traits I like about them. You know. Yeah, he calls that Redfoot Lego. That's what he named her because her shell looks like a Lego pyramid. You know what I mean? She was really bad though. Like she was kept in such bad conditions, her spine ended up getting curved a little bit. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's I don't know what it's called. It's got a term. It's from them not getting enough sunlight too. Also, because they also have to have their lights on. You know what I mean? Like I have lights on. I turn on during the day, but I got it shut off right now. But I have a UVV bulb, and then I got their heating lamps on. You know what I mean during the night. But during the day, I'll turn their UVB bulb on. But you got to have some sunlight for them, or they're not gonna perish, right? You know. I'm trying to think of the term because it's like a disease. Oh, metabolic bone disease. That's what it is. That's what they
Same
get
thing in like
if
humans.
yeah, it's just like in humans. You know, if you don't get enough sunlight, you can get sick too. You know, it's just like it's part of your life.
Shit.
And then like a lot of zoos now are starting to realize like those Galapagos tortoises, they're like their environment is like so hilly and they have to climb a lot. That's what makes them stronger. Then they've started to
Mhm.
realize all these flat enclosures aren't doing the tortoises any good. You know what I mean? They're starting to get weak and lay down a lot. Well, really, you got to make them be able to climb to their water or climb to their food. You have to make them work for their food to be able to build that muscle up, or they're never going to be able to carry their own
Yeah, I
weight
mean
when they
that's
get that big.
exactly. It's just like you know what I mean? Just like a human, you got to build that body
Yep,
weight. You know what I mean?
yep. And you got to think a tortoise is like one of those Galapagoses. They're like 300, 400 pounds. You know, they're
That's a
carrying
big
that on.
turtle.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean, just
carrying
look at
all
the
that
shell
weight.
alone, man. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
It's crazy. It's like honestly like being next to a dinosaur. The closest thing to a dinosaur in my book.
X-ray. Yes, he had X-rays from the turtle.
That was a pretty good video on that because he talked a lot about that. That's how I learned about like that was wrong. You know what I mean? That her shell wasn't supposed to be growing like that. You know, because that
Yeah.
video.
And see, that's the good thing about these YouTube channels and stuff out here, man. People
Yep,
putting good information out.
exactly.
Well, man, Bob, it's a little after 1 here. I got to
Oh,
get
you're
up
all
here in
right.
about 3.5, 4 hours.
You're all right. My
I'll
girlfriend.
get
We
back
gotta be
with
get.
you, man, and if you, I'll get back with you. We're definitely gonna get you back on here. I didn't like how the story of this went out, man. I don't like how it went on the interview. I just gotta get my internet straightened back out. We'll get you on.
Oh,
If you
you're all
don't
right.
mind, can you tell them where they can find you at, what platforms, what to look under, if they'd like to
You can.
follow you.
You can go to my Instagram. It's PNC Pythons. I don't know the exact information, but I know my YouTube is PNCP underscore and underscore Pythons. That's my Instagram, but PNC Pythons is my YouTube too. So pretty much the same as my name. You know what I mean? Just if
They
it'll
might just
pop
be
up.
an underscore different or something like that,
Yeah.
guys.
I
And it's
appreciate
like I
anybody
said,
that
guys,
does
we'll
come and
definitely
subscribe
get
or
you back
follow.
on here. Oh,
I'm
bro,
getting ready,
you're welcome, man. Go
I'm
ahead.
getting ready to start pumping out some more YouTube videos here soon. Once my rats have babies, I'm wanting to post that on YouTube and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, because that'd be cool.
Nice.
The first experience of rat babies. You know what I mean? Just, it'd be awesome.
Take them along for the trip, man.
Yeah, I do got some. I got a lot of a lot of views on my rat cage video. I was happy about that. I almost got 200 views on that now
Nice.
on my reptile basics rat cage review. Those cages are awesome too. Like It's probably the best investment I
Thank
made, you
you,
know?
Jessica, so much. I'd say that right there is most likely your link to your YouTube. Knowing
Oh,
my sister Jessica, she probably went and snatched that up as we were saying your name.
thank you, Jessica. That's awesome.
She's pretty savvy like that. See, yeah, that's your link, brother. She's got my back. She knows I kind of slack on certain things. I usually come back in and put it in, but I keep
You're
forgetting
all
to
right.
do it. Like when I do interviews, man. No, it's just one thing I got to remember to do, man. It's like when I do interviews, I need to start making sure I got like your link into the, like when I do it, like description or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Hey,
to
right,
eventually.
this.
I'm gonna have to get the hang of doing this type of stuff too. When I do, I need to get into doing live streams and stuff for my channel. You know what I mean? Get some more people over there. It'll help me get my viewers up,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah. You more live streams you get on, more you'll get the feel for doing the thing, and you'll
Yeah,
get more people in yours, and you know.
yeah. Honestly, just jumping on and doing it with you helped me with my YouTube channel a little bit because it was weird being in front of the camera at first, but doing the live streams is so much easier than doing the YouTube. I've learned that.
It
Like
it does help.
it takes a lot of thinking, and it's kind of stressful on the YouTube videos, like because it's like yeah, I'm trying to plan it out ahead, you know what I mean? And then it just gets all kerfuffled,
Hmm.
and when I start making the video, it's like, oh dang, I got to redo this again and again and again because it sounds horrible when I say it.
Can you go ahead and give them what PNC stands for one more time before we jump out tonight?
It stands for Peyton and Sienna's Pythons up. Peyton and Sienna as my girlfriend, you know what I mean? So we're doing it together, really.
It's a man and woman combo, a husband wife team.
Yeah,
There you go. Don't be so hard on yourself, man. Have fun with it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the main reason I started it because I've always like when I was younger, I always wanted to do YouTube videos about gaming stuff. You know what I mean? And then it's like I see a lot of people doing that, so I'm trying to jump off that and get into my own thing, like doing the reptiles. You know what I mean? I don't, like it's like might as well. I love keeping them. You know what I mean? I love taking care of them. I might as well show what I'm doing with them. You know, because other people could learn from it too. You know, learn from my
Yeah,
mistakes,
exactly.
learn from what I do right. So
He spells it Paton, correct?
yeah, Payton.
Yeah, I always butchered. You know me.
Yeah, you're all right. You'd be surprised how many
Well,
people have spelt my name wrong. Pey. That's like the most typical way to spell it, though.
yeah. Well, man, you guys know what time this is. Just stay backstage. Don't jump off on me yet, brother.
You're all right.
Well, guys, until the next one, we love y'all. See y'all later. And always remember, what the hell? Share that love. Sorry about that
Peace
one,
out,
guys.
man.
Snake got freaked out.
Later.